Hello there, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be watching House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 4. I've really been enjoying the show this far. I've liked every episode up to this point. You know, there are parts of it where I feel like, example, last episode when her uncle went on that suicide mission and didn't die, like, that seemed a little extreme. The fact that nobody important got hurt, I guess he got hurt, but he didn't die. I don't know. So I don't know how it is with the realism, but I still have been enjoying it and getting enjoyment out of watching it. So I'm going to continue to watch it. But yeah, Season 1, Episode 4. We're going to jump into this. So they went from Episode 1, and then 6 months later, Episode 2. And then 3 years later, Episode 3. So I don't know how much time is going to have passed since Episode 3 now. So we're going to have to listen and find out. But yeah, let's just jump into it. If you're excited, leave a like, and let's get going. Go. Woo, woo.
Coursed with the blood of the first men, our history is deeply rooted in this land, which your house has made its home. If chosen as your match, princess, your day shall be easy and night safe, under my protection.
Protection? The princess has a dragon, you dumb cunt.
Dragon!
I'm gonna like that one. Let us have the next, so we may go to supper.
Craven.
We're leaving.
She that steal, you twat!
Send word to the harbour and have Captain Oswin ready the ship.
Princess, we're due in Gettybridge in 3 days'
I
time.
would happily row myself back to King's Landing if it brought an end to this ridiculous pageant.
Don't look, Princess.
He deserved that. He was talking shit. Fuck around and find out. So, yeah. So she's trying to find a husband. Kind of being forced to look. And everybody's coming forward. I was a little kid, but he knows his way around a sword. So maybe his protection would be not a bad idea. He is super young, but you always wonder with kids, like, for example, the last time a kid came forward to marry the king, right? It was all her parents' idea, So you wonder, was it his idea or did his parents have something in mind,
Once we smash the Triarchy, they name me King of the Narrow Sea. But I know that there is only one true king, Your Grace. My crown and the stepstones are yours.
What's with the change of attitude? Is there a plan here? I don't fall for it. Like, he hated his brother. I don't fall for this at all. Is he planning a hostile takeover or what? The episode's called King of the Narrow Sea, which is Daemon, but what is his plan?
Where is Lord Corlys?
He sailed home to Driftmark.
Who holds the stepstones?
The tides, the crabs.
The realm owes you a great debt, brother. Come.
Interesting. Are they good now? I don't know. I mean, Damon's a little out there, or he's not a little out there. He's really out there. So I wouldn't necessarily just fall right into brotherly love again. But he's right, though. I mean, they took care of a big threat. Damon did with all his men and all of that. So I guess I can understand that the realm owes him a favor, but dang, I don't know about that.
He would venture off. How is it home? No. I will not revisit this debate. You were always Mother's favorite. No, it's no great mystery. You were.
I enjoyed it as long as I could.
Have every young knight and lord in the Seven Kingdoms fawning over you. What misery. It is rare for girls in this realm to get a choice between two suitors, no less 2 score of them.
Those men and boys don't fawn over me. They only want my name and my Valyrian blood for their offspring.
I think it's rather romantic.
How romantic it must be to get imprisoned in a castle and me to squeeze out heirs.
I've missed you too.
So are we friends again? That's good. It's good to be friends. Took him long enough. I wonder how long it's been since the last episode. I mean, clearly it's been a while since she traveled all the way, you know, and went and was looking at suitors and stuff. That is something that's got to be hard. I've never had this issue. You know, nobody ever looked at me because of my namesake, you know? Like, it's not that deep. I'm not this big important person, you know? So I never had that issue, but I imagine it's got to be hard for like kings and queens and celebrities and things of that nature, because people might just want to get with you for your money, your name, you know, all that kind of stuff. But that's the one benefit of being poor. I've never had that issue.
If House Velaryon entered into an alliance with the Free Cities, then we would have to seek our own marriage pact.
That was one big baby. Yeah. So they're looking to marry off Rhaenyra after all, which, I mean, that's been the plan all along. But the fact that the other houses are getting stronger, so they want to grow their houses as well. That's too much drama. Too much drama. I mean, I get it. I get it. You know, got to be the strongest match and all that. I mean, you got the dragons though. Surely that still speaks numbers, but I guess they still have the same fears as everybody else. You know, if you don't stick together, get the houses together and stuff, and packs and all that, you'll no longer be number one. Okay. It's always been a thing as long as I've been a kid, but I would really like if I had secret doors in my house. Or to find a secret door. That would be pretty cool. So, that's pretty cool. Wonder where it leads.
Where are we going?
Rhaenyra, the realm's delight. A girl so young and so slight, loved by all of her people. But would she make a powerful queen? Or would she be feeble? Though Aegon the Babe Prince might long for acclaim, he has two things Rhaenyra cannot. A conqueror's name and a cock.
Mike! Slander!
Yeah. Fucking who we want.
Not really sure what's happening. I mean, I saw, obviously Daemon took her to the brothel and showed her people having sex, and then it looked like he was trying to have sex with her and they were kissing, and it was weird. And it's not even so much, yeah, it's the incest, but also the fact that he's someone that she looked up to and respected, and now he's trying to sleep with her. I'm not really sure where the show is going right now. Try not to be too judgmental and just kind of take it all in, but it's just taken a very weird turn in my opinion. And I'm just not really sure what they're doing. And now she's going to have sex with this guy. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I'll keep watching, but there's not much to say other than that.
What behaviors?
What must I say at your grace?
You enter my bedchamber, accusing my daughter of something. Now speak it plainly.
Daemon and Rhaenyra were seen together in the bowels of a pleasure den. Coupling.
This is a vile accusation.
Is it? You Targaryens do have queer customs. And Daemon certainly knows no limit.
Alicent, your grace, sister, you must know I would never. You cannot believe such gossip.
My father is no gossip.
Well, certainly he's been misled. He could not have witnessed such a thing.
Why not?
Because it did not happen.
He was told.
Told?
That you...
Who made these claims to your father? I am the princess. To question my virtue is an act of treason.
I do not know specifically.
What your father did not tell you.
He reported it to the king. I overheard.
So you are accusing me of slanders? You overheard?
It's true, though. It's factual. She's not accusing you. She's asking you. Oh, man. I mean, I understood the going out with your uncle, kind of seeing the city. Like, I'm all for that, But he is a bad influence. I mean, the whole brothel thing and then taking advantage of her in the brothel in front of everybody. Or at all, for that matter, I don't know. I don't know what the purpose or point was of that. Other than if he's trying to ruin her name. Maybe that was his goal or intentions.
Daemon never touched me. I swear this to you, upon the memory of my mother.
Wow, you're going to bring your mother into this? Come on. Wow. Wow, way to bring your mother into this. Jeez. We all saw it.
You are a plague, sent to destroy me.
Give me Rhaenyra to take to wife, and we will return the House of the Dragon to its proper glory.
Of course. It's not my daughter you lust for, is it? It's my throne. Go back to the Vale, Daemon. To your lawful wife. Strive to restore whatever scrap of honor remains in you. Or don't. Matters not to me.
Jeez. So he wants to marry his niece to restore the house's greatness. Jeez. I know their house is big into incest or accepting of incest, but I still don't like it. I don't like it at all. But if you think about it, though, as far as incest goes, and this is coming from my religious background and what I truly believe, right? But there was Adam and Eve. Like, they were created by God. They had children. Their children had children. You know what I mean, though? Like, clearly, they married each other. Or maybe there wasn't much of a marriage thing, but they definitely slept with each other. So, as disgusting as it is to think about, and then when there was the flood, there was Noah and his family. I don't know. We're all more closely related than we like to admit, is what I'm saying. I still think it's gross, but I think that's more of a modern mindset, you know. And then, for example, the Amish, they don't marry outside their religion. Now, I have heard more recently that a lot of Amish will marry other Amish, but from like different states or, you know, different parts of the Amish. So it's not necessarily always, you know, cousins and stuff, but it does happen. So I don't know. I still think it's gross, but I'm trying to be more open-minded.
Whatever transpired, Rhaenyra is not innocent.
Only because Daemon tried to corrupt her.
Daemon and Rhaenyra share the blood of the dragon. They are restless and chaotic.
She swore to me that she remains a maiden. And I believe her.
She swore on her mother. Terrible thing to do. I'm never going to swear on my parents when they die or when they're alive, you know? I just think that's bad juju. I don't think that's a good thing to do, especially when you're lying. But even when you're telling the truth, like, really? Come on now.
Your courtship is at an end. You will wed Selena Velaryon, and you will do so without protest.
The son of the sea snake. So I can be a remedy for your political headaches.
You are my political headache. Your wedding to Selena Velaryon will unite the two most powerful houses in the realm. With the combined strength of our shared dragons and naval fleets, no one would dare to stand against us. The House of the Dragon will stand as one for a further generation.
And what will you do about the vulture who perches upon your throne?
What vulture?
Your hands.
Otto Hightower has served two kings loyally and faithfully.
He wants Aegon to be named heir. And he will stop at nothing to see it done, including spying on me to bring about my ruin. And with Selena. But you must first do yours as king.
Your Grace.
Really? I mean, I don't know. He could be spying on her for the own protection of the king. You know, it might not be as bad as what she's making it out to be. And besides, she's the one that made the mistake. You know, they just happened to catch her in it. I don't know. We'll see what he says.
I will never recover from Emma's death. But Alicent, she took me through the worst of my grief. She was a calculated distraction. I only now realize how well calculated it was.
That is an absurdity. The Queen loves you. As I know you love her.
Your interests no longer align with those of the realm. Your judgment has been compromised.
A loyal hand must tell his king a discomforting truth from time to time, Your Grace. If he doesn't, he's failed as a servant.
You know, the king's right, though. He played her into his hands, you know. He wanted his daughter to go comfort the king. She wouldn't have done that on her own. He encouraged and forced to some extent. So maybe he's not as great of a hand as we all think he is, you know. Maybe Rhaenyra's right. Maybe the house does need to get cleaned up a little bit. Get rid of the hand of the king. Maybe Rhaenyra's right. I was kind of blinded because it was Rhaenyra's mistake, right, that led to all of this. But maybe he really is truly spying on her to try to catch her and doing something wrong so then he can get his own name, his own bloodline, the crown, you know? I don't know. We'll just keep watching.
If not brewed properly, it can either prove ineffective or else bear unpleasant.
Brewed properly. I'm sorry, what is that?
A tea, Princess. From the king. It will rid you of any unwanted consequences.
Gotcha. So it's the old-fashioned way of birth control. Now the question is, will she drink it? We don't know. And the world may never know. I'll watch the behind the scenes. If there's anything I need to react to, I'll put that in. But otherwise, you'll probably just see me here in just a little bit with a recap. Welcome to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you did enjoy. Couple notes I did take during the editing of this is, you know, it's sad how to see Rhaenyra. So she's so happy to see her uncle and the excitement of going on an adventure with him and just seeing the city, not knowing, you know, that he's planning to try and take advantage of her and use her for his own benefit. It's kind of unfortunate because he's in a position, I mean, he's family, you know, but he's also someone that she looks up to and trusts and respects, and that's how he's trying to take advantage of it, you know, and to use her for his own benefit. So it's a shame that was the whole point of it. I did hear, I don't think I left this part in, but when the king is talking and saying that, well, yeah, when we did it, he was talking to his brother. He said, we were young men, you know. It's a bad way to look at things, but it is the way society does, even to this day. So I just made a note, you know, if a male has a lot of sex, you know, he's known as a stud. And then if a woman has a lot of sex, she's known as a slut. And it's wrong to have that mindset. You know, my mindset is if you're sleeping around with a bunch of people, especially all at the same time, but just in general anyways, like, I think it's both wrong for a man and a woman. I disagree with both of that. But, you know, society still has this mindset of if a man does it, it's cool. And if a woman does it, she's a slut. And that's just not fair. I think it's a warped mindset for sure. But yeah, I thought it was a good episode. I was kind of wondering where they're taking it with all the sex and stuff. You know, it was interesting. I'm not a huge fan of that type of content, but it seemed to have a point. Whether I agreed or disagreed with the point is irrelevant. It did have a point to the show. So there's that. The rest of the show, though, I mean, I thought it was good. The actors are great. I do appreciate that the behind the scenes at the end, that they're involving the actors in that. I think that's even better than just the writers. I think it adds more to it. And to hear their viewpoint of things. Rhaenyra, I don't know how old the actress is at the time of this episode, but it's kind of unfortunate to hear, like, she was talking about how she got used to seeing everyone naked. Like, I get it. Actors have to deal with that kind of stuff, but I don't like it. I don't think that's cool, but whatever. But it's cool how the characters are developing, and it's kind of unfortunate for the king. He should have just kept not trusting his brother. Like, his brother came back. I realize it's been years, but he just forgave them and moved on, and that clearly ended up not being the right decision. He should have been more untrusting. He shouldn't have trusted his brother, and there you have it. But now this definitely sealed the deal, I feel like, on their relationship. I don't think that his brother's going to be able to come back and a third time. You know what I mean? Like, surely that's not going to happen. Daemon, I mean, he's doing a good job acting. He is kind of a character I am starting to dislike because he's coy, and he just, I don't know. I really didn't like the fact that his character Daemon tried to use his niece in that way. Not even so much, I mean, yes, the sex part too, but more so than that. It was, he's a trusted person. He's trusted uncle, someone she adores, and he betrays her trust just for a chance at getting back at his brother, and also to get back in the line for the throne, so it's unfortunate, but there you have it. So that's House of Dragon, almost like Game of Thrones. I mean, they're using some of the same music, so that's cool. But yeah, I like it so far. I'm enjoying it. There's not as much necessarily to react to, so these episodes have been a little bit shorter. We could do season by season. I kind of enjoy doing episode by episode. Let me know what you guys think. If I should maybe do a couple episodes in one episode of reacting, and do like episode 2 and episode 3, or whatever ends up being. I kind of like leaving it as episode to episode. For one, it makes it easier to edit. This is actually Sunday night when I'm filming this. Typically, it takes me a day or a day and a half to get it done, and then I have trouble uploading. But I was feeling gung-ho. I was ready to edit videos, and so I was able to successfully get this filmed and edited in the same day. So in some ways, it's easier to do it, hour and a half, rather than trying to do like a 5-hour video of filming and then try and edit. I think that would be more challenging. It's something worth considering if that is the route you all want me to go. These videos are getting considerably less views than Game of Thrones, and that's okay. I was hopeful at least the people that watched the Game of Thrones videos reactions, my personal reactions, would stick around, and I think some of you have, but there's a couple folks I haven't heard from in a while. Marjo France, I haven't heard from in a while, or Black Widow, and so hopefully both of you gals are doing well. And it could be that they just don't have the time and will catch up at a later point. Or maybe they just really don't like House of Dragons and don't want to watch reactions too, and that's fine too. But I just Marjo France, Black Widow, and then of course Union. Hello. You three were kind of the most regulars, I felt like, with Game of Thrones. Union especially, and Marjo France, but Black Widow as well. And so you know, you never feel like you don't feel like you have to comment or say something, but just if you're seeing this, hello, thanks for watching. If you're not seeing this, that's too bad, but it's okay. I just hope everybody's doing well. I feel like with our community here, with all the different things I'm doing on this channel, I'm really getting to know the people that subscribe, especially if you comment frequently. And it helps me to remind myself of usernames and faces and stuff when you do comment. Not necessarily every video, but when you take the time out of your day to comment once in a while. I do try to take note, and I just like to have some kind of communication going with you all, because I feel like we're all just friends, you know? I don't really see myself as a content creator yet. I mean, I'd like to become a content creator, but I still feel like it's more of like we're more friends than anything. That's just the way I feel. But we are still growing. I mean, we've got almost 2,000 subscribers. I think it was like 1860 maybe. I'm going to look now. 1981. So we're very close to 2,000 subscribers, which, if you think about that, is a ton of people. And, you know, just imagine all of us being in a room together is crazy. Well, I mean, we wouldn't be able to fit in a room together. So I don't know. Also, Gus, hello. I need to message you, Gus. I don't know if you're watching these videos or not. I know you haven't seen season 2 of House of Dragons, but I need to check in on Gus. Everybody check in on Gus. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys being here. And do leave a like if you enjoyed these videos. Maybe share it with a friend if you think they'll enjoy it. Some of these videos have been getting disliked recently. So if they're not going to like it, they don't need to see it. But anyways, you guys take care. Bye.